Hello? Hello. Contrary to what's going on my face right now, I'm not back today with a makeup tutorial. I wish I was. I didn't film this. I just had one of those days where I sat here, played around with makeup, tried to get re-inspired, tried to play with color again so that when I do film, I don't fuck up. And I thought, why not take this opportunity to film my intro for my recipe video since I'm all done up, you know? So today I'm back with a recipe video. This is a plant-based key lime pie. This is not a fall recipe whatsoever. It is a summer recipe. I made this key lime pie a lot throughout the summer and I shared it on Snapchat, and I had told you guys that I was filming it and I was gonna post it on YouTube, and I never did. And I've had a bunch of you ask me, where the fuck's the recipe? So I'm gonna post this recipe today. And I know a lot of you don't give a shit about recipes and you're here for the makeup, but I gotta tell ya, I love food just as much as I love makeup, and I like sharing it with you guys. So that's what we're gonna do today. And if you guys like the makeup that I have on right now, let me know in the comments below. I will try to recreate it, although it may be a challenge because this station in front of me is a hot ass mess. There's shit everywhere. I wish I had taken notes on everything I did here, but let me know. I'll try for you. Like I said, this recipe is a plant-based key lime pie. It's so easy to make, and I'm calling it plant-based because everything in it is vegan minus the graham crackers. They've got honey, and honey isn't vegan, so there's that. It's a lot healthier than your regular key lime pie, and it's great for people that are lactose intolerant. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. If you end up making it and you post it anywhere, make sure to tag me. I'd love to see your recreation. I'd love to be there to have some, but I'll be there in spirit, trying to take a bite. And maybe I'll create some fall inspired recipes as well. I have been binge watching Halloween Baking Championship and Halloween Wars on Food Network. This is like my favorite time of year for everything, including baking and cooking, and just makes me so happy. All right, I'm doing that thing where I don't stop talking, so let's get into it.
Welcome to Kevin Cook Stuff in the Office.
Oh my Lanta, look at this pie. I dare you to tell me you're not salivating right now. And can we please just appreciate the backdrop here? Art, pure art. As per usual, I'm starting by soaking some cashews overnight. This is a repeat clip from my last recipe video because convenience. For this pie, you're gonna need 1.5 cups of raw soaked cashews. So I'm putting them in a measuring cup, pouring some hot water over them, letting them get to room temperature, and then I'm popping them in the fridge overnight. Onto the crust, I'm starting with 2 packs of graham crackers, smashing them up until they're fine, and adding 1/2 cup of cultured vegan butter and 1/4 cup of coconut oil. I'm mixing everything together, adding a little bit of Himalayan pink salt to bring out the flavors, and then I'm pouring the mixture into a pie dish and pressing it down into the dish until it's evenly distributed. You want to make sure that it's pressed into the pie dish nice and tight so it doesn't fall apart later. Then I'm going to pop it into the freezer for about an hour, and then I'm going to bake it at 375 for about 25 minutes or until golden brown. Moving right along to the filling, I'm using a magic bullet, which needs a lot of babysitting in order to get a super smooth filling. A high-powered blender would be preferable for this, but I feel like everybody has a magic bullet. It's super accessible, so we're gonna use a magic bullet. I'm gonna combine 1.5 cups of raw cashews and a can of organic coconut milk. I start out with a little bit of coconut milk, and then I just keep adding to it and stirring it so that the texture is nice and smooth and not gritty at all. Now I'm gonna zest and squeeze about 7 or 8 limes, which gives me 2.5 tablespoons of zest and 1 cup of juice. This lime squeezer, by the way, from HomeSense has been a complete game changer in my kitchen. I can't believe I used to squeeze limes by hand. I have a major fetish for kitchen utensils, almost as much as stationery. Anyway, I've got a pot on low, medium heat, so I'm adding my blended cashew and coconut milk mixture, 1/4 cup of unsweetened vanilla coconut milk yogurt, that's a mouthful, 1/4 cup of this organic sweetened condensed coconut milk, which is super tasty, about a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/4 cup of truvia stevia, 1 cup of lime juice, and 2 tablespoons of lime zest. So I'm stirring that all together, and once those flavors have gotten to know each other a little bit, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of agar flakes, and these have been whisked together with some warm water. Agar is a vegan alternative for gelatin. It's super high in fiber. It won't give you the exact texture as gelatin. Gelatin's a little bit more smooth. Agar will make fillings a little bit more firm. It comes in powder form, it comes in flakes, and it comes in a solid, but if you can't find it, I would suggest just using a little bit of cornstarch to thicken the filling. Once my crust has cooled off, I'm pouring my filling into it, smoothing it around so it's nice and even at the edges, and then I'm letting it cool off so that it's room temperature, and then I'm gonna pop it into the freezer for a few hours or overnight. The freezer will help the pie set a bit faster than the fridge, but once it's set in the freezer, I like to transfer it to the fridge for the remainder of its life, which is very short because Chris usually eats like half of it in one sitting. And that's all she wrote. I like to top mine with a little bit of coconut whipped cream. It is delicious. It's actually better than regular whipped cream in my opinion, and a little bit of lime zest. Alrighty, I will post the recipe in the description box below. If you guys try this out, let me know. Tag me on your social media platforms. You know the drill. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, love you, bye.